The Cavaliers took Game 3 and we finally have ourselves a final that's worth watching. They blew out the Warriors and we're going to have a look at a couple of reasons why that happens. No Kevin Love? No problem. LeBron James and the team adapted really well without Kevin Love, and LeBron led the way with 32 points and 11 rebounds to a strong victory. He was closely followed by Kyrie Irving, who finally started playing like the Uncle Drew that we all know he is. He finally got his shooting touch back and managed to finish with 30 points along with 8 assists. He needs to keep this up if the Cavs want to make a comeback. In the last 2 games, the Cavs managed to shoot the ball around 30-something%. We can see that this time around they jumped up to 52%, which was enough to beat the Warriors on a bad shooting night. They say that a team can live by the 3 and die by the 3, and that's what happened to the Warriors last night. They took more attempts from the 3-point line than the Cavs and managed to make less than the Cavs did. In the end, they got blown out. Steph Curry looked particularly distracted this game and shot only 6 from 13, but Klay Thompson managed to do even worse and shot 4 from 13 in the game. If we look at the game flow, we can see that with the exception of the start of the second quarter, the Cavs had a pretty steady scoring game and it didn't allow the Warriors to come back into the game. We can also see that the turnovers were almost equal, but what really stood out was that the fact that the Cavs out-rebounded the Warriors by 20 rebounds. This was broken down to 11 more defensive rebounds and even 9 more rebounds on offense, and the guy who's mainly responsible for this was Tristan Thompson. In my opinion, he was the unsung hero of this game. He finished with 14 points and 13 rebounds, and most importantly, he gave that energy that the Cavs were missing in the first 2 games. On defense, the Cavs paid attention this time and shut out Draymond Green completely. He only managed to take 8 shots during the whole game and only scored 6 points. You can't score if you don't even shoot. Oh, and J.R. Smith finally decided to show up. Did he sober up after those first 2 games, or what happened? Bear in mind, the first 2 games he scored a total of 8 points, and in this game he had 8 points before the half and finished with 20 points in the end. That's the kind of performance that the Cavs need from him if they want to win more games. In the end, the tricky question now is, what happens if Kevin Love is healthy? Does he start? How many minutes does he play? Because in this game, the Cavs played better without him. So this is gonna get interesting. There you go guys, that was NBA Check episode 8. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, if you did, please give it a like or subscribe if you like, that would be awesome. And as always, have a good one.